Hello and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I read the book Infinite Jest. I read it to you one page at a time, one day at a time. I put it up on YouTube, and you can listen to it and re-listen to it and re-listen to it. But this is page 185 of Infinite Jest, which is a book by David Foster Wallace. Duh. Why did you even ask me that? What is Infinite Jest? You know, come on. It's been a long day. I'm loopy. Page 185. Which means we've been doing more than 6 months of Infinite Jeff. I mean, it's going to be 3+ years of it overall, but sha. Yeah. Alright, we're on page 185 of this book, Infinite Jest. Here we go. Of a tall and more or less denuded hill in Enfield, in which case you find yourself right in YYY's centrifugal line of fire. Madam Psychosis eschews chatty openings and contextual filler. Her hour is compact and no nonsense. After the music fades, her shadow holds 3 collated sheets up and riffles them slightly so the sound of the paper is broadcast. Obesity, she says. Obesity with hypogonadism. Also morbid obesity. Nodular leprosy with leonine facies. The engineer can see her silhouette lift a cup as she pauses, which reminds him of the millennial fizzy in his book bag. She says, the acromegalic and hyperkeratocystic, the enuretic, this year of all years, the spasmodically torticolic. The student engineer, a pre-doctoral transuranial metallurgist working off massive GSL debt, locks the levels and fills out the left side of his timesheet and ascends with his book bag through a trelliage of interneural stairways with Semitic ideograms and developer smell, and past snack bar and billiard hall and modem banks and extensive student counseling offices around the rostral lamina, all the little-used, many-staired, neuriform way up to the artery-red fire door of the Union's rooftop, leaving Madam Psychosis, as is S.O.P., alone with her show, and scream in the shadowless chill. She's mostly alone in there when she's on air. Every so often there's a guest, but the guest will usually get introduced and then not say anything. The monologues seem both free, associative, and intricately structured, not unlike nightmares. There's no beard hair in my mouth. Growth. There's no telling what'll be up on a given night. If there's one even remotely consistent theme, it's maybe film and film cartridges. Early, and mostly Italian, neorealist, and mostly German, expressionist celluloid film. Never new wave. Thumbs up on Peterson/Broughton, and Dali/Buñuel, and down on Darren/Hammid. Passionate about Antonioni's slower stuff, and some Russian guy named Tarkovsky. Sometimes Ozu and Bresson. Odd affection for the hoary dramaturgy, never know how to say that word, of one Sir Herbert Tree. Bizarre, Kale-esque admiration for the gore meisters Peckinpah, De Palma, Tarantino. Positively poisonous on the subject of Fellini's 8.5. Exceptionally conversant with WRT, avant-garde celluloid, and avant and après-garde digital cartridges. Anti-confluential cinema, footnote 61, brutalism, found drama, etc. Also highly literate of U.S. sports, football in particular, which fact the student engineer finds dissonant. Madam takes one phone call per show at random. Mostly she solos. The show kind of flies itself. She could do it in her sleep behind the screen. Sometimes she seems very sad. The engineer likes to monitor the broadcast from a height, the Union's rooftop, summer sun and winter wind. The more correct term for an asthmatic's hailer is a nebulizer. The engineer's graduate research specialty is the carbonated translithium particles created and destroyed billions of times a second in the core of a cold fusion ring. Most of the lithoids can't be smashed or studied and exist mostly to explain gaps and incongruities in annihilation equations. Once last year, that was page 185 of Infinite Jest on Infinite Jeff. Good night.